My topic is the mining of asteroids. Asteroids are lumps of rock in space that contain useful resources. They may contain anything from platinum to nickel, iron, as well as liquid or gaseous water, which is H2O, oxygen, and other greenhouse gases. Currently, there are two companies trying to gather these resources. One is called Deep Space Industries. They have two ships planned. One, the Firefly, is a small, briefcase-sized satellite that orbits Earth. It will have hyperspectrum sensors to detect the composition of asteroids anywhere in between Earth and Mars. This area is the most common place to find asteroids without going all the way past Mars into the area around Jupiter. The second ship they have, the Dragonfly, is quite a bit larger. It is used to go to these asteroids and attach them, as well as gather some of the resources from them. These resources, as I said before, are very useful in space because they can be used to refuel ships, as well as create new parts for them. These resources will be moved to an area around the upper atmosphere of Earth or the moon. There, we will create processing plants to make the crude materials into more refined versions. The second company is called Planetary Resources. It also has about two ships. The first one, just like DSI, will be a scout, except that instead of orbiting Earth, it will travel around the solar system, finding asteroids, and almost analog style. It goes up to them and scans them, and then decides whether or not it has enough resources to be bothered to be mined. Then they have a larger ship that will come and tear the asteroid apart and take only the bits that have the most raw material in them that are needed. These bits will be brought, as I said, to refinement plants somewhere in Earth's orbit or on the moon to be made into useful items such as rocket fuel. All this interest in spacefaring and spacecraft has brought new advances into space technology, which include comm systems, which are instead of using radio waves that have to be picked up with ginormous telescopes, they're planning on DSI is planning on using laser communication, which is much more accurate and much quicker. They have made sensors, as I said before, the hyperspectrum sensors, much smaller so they could fit on spacecraft, and that way they can detect what is in asteroids even easier. And these companies have also they have made jumps in propulsion and general system technologies. The general systems are said to be modular so that if one part breaks, it does not affect the rest of them and it can easily be replaced. Currently, there's a legal debate going on whether or not it's even legal for these companies to be mining asteroids in space or owning territory that is in space. This is because of the 1967 Outer Space Treaty. It stated many rules and regulations for being in space, which include the prohibition of nuclear weapons, as well as countries not being allowed to own areas of land in space, such as asteroids. This is where the legal confrontation comes up, because countries are not allowed to do it, so we don't really know if private enterprises are either. Currently, there's a Asteroid Act, which is a bill being passed through Congress, which would make it clear that these private enterprises are allowed to mine and own asteroids, besides just being allowed to mine them and own them. This act will also protect them from being stolen by other companies. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.